How's it going, guys? Graham, GS, and Matthews here. Hope you guys are doing well. In case you haven't figured it out by now, for the past couple of weeks, we have not had Wrestle Rant videos and WWE Network and Chill videos going up here on the channel on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Saturdays and Sundays, respectively. Just because I'm taking a bit of a break from both series. Network and Chill's been going on since July. Wrestle Rant I've been doing the pay-per-view reviews without really any real break for the past almost 3 years now. It's been a long 3 years reviewing almost over 300 WWE pay-per-views. And it's been a blast. I enjoy doing it, putting up, 1 to 2 to 3 episodes a week. But as I said at the last video I did a couple weeks back around Survivor Series week, we will be taking a hiatus from both Wrestle Rant and WWE Network and Chill until the first week of 2017. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I've been putting up miscellaneous videos that have been sitting in the can for months, in some cases from SummerSlam videos to Hell in a Cell videos to interviews that have been in the can for almost a year now. They've been sitting there for a long ass time and finally had the time and kind of a place on the schedule to publish them. So that being said, I figured, I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing or just trying to experiment, get your guys' thoughts, what you think of it, if it helps at all, stuff like that. But I got a request a couple days ago. Got to give him a shout out from Taha Khan. If that's not how you pronounce your name, I apologize. But from Taha Khan, longtime fan of the channel, friend of mine, great guy. Has done a lot of favors for me in creating logos, a Ghostbusters remix of something I did on the Facebook page about a year and a half ago. Great guy. But he sent in a message to me a couple days ago over the weekend, right before TLC, saying that he missed the Motivational Monday post on my Facebook page, which I did do from time to time, as well as the injection of inspiration post I would do on the website on nextairwrestling.net, on Facebook as well. And not that I just stopped doing them. I did kind of stop doing them for a time, just because, not because I wanted to, but just because I just don't have the time right now. So they will be returning, but I figured I would try something different, because as much as I like to do the Motivational Monday posts and the injection of inspiration posts as well on the Facebook page, I thought it would be interesting to try something new and doing it in audio form here for the channel. So again, if you guys like that kind of thing and me talking about, just giving advice, sharing stories, but not just wrestling stories. We're not talking random video blog-esque stories here of me meeting a wrestler. That kind of stuff is saved for the random video blog for all wrestling-related things. I know pretty much 99% of the stuff I put here up on the channel is wrestling related. Not to say we'll be doing a lot more, non-wrestling stuff here on the channel, but I figured we would switch things up and I would kind of do a brief, I don't know about motivational talk. I don't know if that's exactly what you would call it, but pretty much do what I was doing on my Facebook page before with the Motivational Mondays and the Motivational Mondays and injection of inspiration post I would do, and kind of do them in audio form and see what you guys think. So, I know Jason does stuff like this on his channel, so no need to rip him off. I don't want to rip him off, but you can check out his channel at Blue Eye Disorder. He shares his stories and his little friendly tips and stuff like that, so check out his channel for some awesome content. But kind of related to Jason and just some other kind of stuff I've heard recently. I hooked up with Jason a couple weeks back, and you can check out his channel for the full full story. Just a lot of bullshit going on with him recently, just with work stuff and family stuff, and I feel bad, and I'm here for him and stuff like that. But just some stories that he was sharing that he shared to me when I saw him a couple weeks back when I was home from college, and it really does seem like, to me anyway, just in terms of what I've observed and whatever else, that it seems like the worst possible shit will happen to the people that deserve it the least, It seems like the worst people on the face of this earth will really not get what's coming to them. Maybe not immediately, but just a little bit later than others. Why it works that way, I can't tell you. But for those that are going through a tough time right now, and I know there's quite a bit of you, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's this time of the year, but it's not really like, oh, it's a Christmas time thing. This has been going on for a while. Just people I know personally, people I've seen post on Facebook and Twitter. It's just a weird time of the year where just a lot of bad shit is happening all at once. But I think the biggest thing I can say for people that are going through a tough time is to not be discouraged and to think that it's going to be lasting forever, because it doesn't. Tough times do pass. And I know the old cliche, tough times pass, tough people don't, or whatever the fuck it is. But you know basically what I'm trying to say. That if you're going through a bad time right now, you can't be discouraged. You got to stay positive. That's probably the number one. I don't mean to preach, but one of my biggest life lessons is that if you stay positive, positive things will follow. I don't think positive things will follow, and then you will become positive. I don't really think it works out that way more often than not. From my personal experience, this year especially, I don't think if you expect great things to happen and then you will be in a great mood, I feel like the greatest things will happen if you initiate that change yourself, in adopting a positive outlook on life, an optimistic attitude, and then great things will follow. Things that you would have never expected to happen will happen when you least expect them. Another thing I'm a big believer in, that the greatest things that will happen in your life will happen when you least expect them. And some of the bad things, of course, will happen unexpectedly too. You can't go through life without experiencing the bad things. Because when you go through those tough times, it makes the greater times that much better, that much sweeter. So in a way, you got to be thankful for those bad times. Of course, for some people, it's worse than others. But I mean, there's people out there, as bad as you think you may have it, there's someone out there who has it worse. Not for that to make you feel better about yourself, but you just have to keep in mind that your life is not the be-all, end-all. You are a very important, special person. But there are people out there on other sides of the country that have it much, much worse. For whatever that's going on in your life right now, and as bad as it may seem to you, and it may be pretty bad by your standards, but there are people out there going through murder, theft, hunger, all this other serious shit that doesn't even cross your mind because you're living in another part of the world. You know what I mean? On a safer part of the country or another safer part of the world. So always keep that in mind, that it could always be much, much worse. And I know it could always be worse, but you got to set your sights on the positive, and then the positivity will follow. And just my opinion, just from things that I've experienced, like I said, this year especially. But if you are one of those people going through a tough time, you just have to remember that it's always going to pass. If you are, and those are the experiences that make you stronger too. Once you've experienced that, what the fuck is going to stop you now? You know what I mean? If you've gone through that and you survived and you're still standing, you're still sitting here today, then what the fuck is going to stop you? You're motherfucking Superman. Nothing can go through you. You know what I mean? If you go through the worst possible shit, then what else can you possibly overcome? It's almost exciting to think about that in everything that you have overcome in your lifetime. Just list it off in your head. I've beaten this. I've beaten cancer. I've overcome, hunger or theft or whatever the fuck it might be. I got through a broken childhood or whatever it might be. And you're still here today, no matter every great thing that you have possibly done in your life, all the amazing people that you've met, the greatest things that you've done. There is no greater thing that you can do than overcoming adversity. And that is something that no one else can say. Other people, of course, everyone overcomes adversity, but to different extents, on different levels, and you yourself have overcome your own adversity. I think there's a great quote from Ernest Hemingway, I believe. I don't want to botch the quote. I have it right here on my phone. Let me see if I could pull it up. I probably should have had this prepared for the video, but I came across it not too long ago. I heard it earlier this year, and I just thought it was so fucking good. Here it is. From Ernest Hemingway. I believe it's who it's from. I don't want to misquote it, but his quote was, "There is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self." So essentially what that's saying is that there's nothing great about being better than your friend, than your family member, than your peers. Feeling that you are better than them will not make you any better, will not make you feel any better, because you're not better than anyone else. Everybody is equal. For as bad as some people can be, everyone on this earth is equal, at least in my opinion. Again, you can feel free to disagree, but in my opinion, everyone is equal. True nobility, true, self-greatness and feeling better about yourself is knowing that you are better than you once were, than you were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 1 year ago, 3 months ago, 1 week ago. For as bad as things were at that point, and overcoming that adversity and being your better self, if you succumb to the darkness, if you succumb to the negativity, then your life will just go spiraling down into a black hole of negativity, of just a straight up abyss. of adversity, an abyss of adversity, I guess is the best way to put it. And you don't want that to happen, because once you go down that path, not to say there was no turning back, there was absolutely a point in your life where as much bad shit as might happen, you can always turn your motherfucking life around. I hate it when people go down that path, whether it's their choice or not. Some things in life will happen that you have zero control over, but it's about your reaction to those negative events. You can't control what happens in your life more often than not. You can control what you motherfucking do, how you react to that adversity. If you succumb to the adversity, then you lost. You motherfucking lost. But you can bounce back. If you focus on the positive, if you focus on what motivates you as a person to be better, to be happier, then you can overcome anything. There's absolutely no point in your life where you will have so much negativity where there's no turning back. There is absolutely a way to turn back. And, it might be harder for others after going through so much negative shit, of course. It might be a lot. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I am telling you it's going to be worth it. So, again, I don't mean to preach. I probably am, but I'm just trying to offer some helpful advice. We're going on 11 minutes here, so I don't mean to go on a fucking sermon here, but like I said, I want to try to do more of these videos. If you like it, we might do more in the future as a Wednesday thing, as a Wisdom Wednesday kind of thing. I don't fucking know, but if you guys like it, let me know. We'll do more of these videos in the future here in the channel or on Facebook or wherever. I appreciate your feedback. So you can find out, and you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Graham.Jason.Matthews. Reach out to me on Twitter at WrestleRant on the Twitter machine. Reach out right here in the comments right here on YouTube. I appreciate, as I said, all the feedback. Good, bad. If you loved it, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. It'll just give me a good idea of whether we can do more of these in the future. And I have a lot more to say in terms of PMA, positive mental attitude, and just positivity in general, and just kind of offering helpful advice. That's something I've always taken great pride in helping other people and helping them get through tough times and shit like that. So again, guys, I appreciate you listening. If you listen to all 12 minutes, you're a motherfucking godsend. So I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you in my next video. So be sure to do like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're quickly closing in on the 1,000 subscriber mark. What we'll do when we hit that mark, I have no fucking idea. We'll find out as we go along, guys. I'll plan something when we get there. But in the meantime, like I said, subscribe, and you'll be notified every time a new video goes up, which is pretty much every single day. So in the meantime, guys, and in between time, have a great rest of your week. I'm Graham Jason Matthews, and I'll catch you folks down the road.